Yes.
Is the title relevant?
To the content itself.
Oh, definitely.
Would the title turn off any newcomer to our content?
No.
I don't think so.
How clickable was the title?
That's the problem.
Okay. Does the title elicit any emotional response?
It does to me.
That's a good question.
Do I get a good answer from you?
Oh my.
Kamron, we need to kind of speed up here. We don't have a lot of time to just wait in a lot of silence. Excuse me, you don't want to share if it had an emotional response?
Yeah, I can't tell.
Okay, well, that's good. So, what about you, Mom? What title? What number would you give the title?
What's the title?
6 reasons why your beliefs should not determine your friendships.
I'd say maybe 2.
Why?
Because it's kind of bizarre that your beliefs wouldn't determine anything. Because your beliefs determine everything.
But isn't the bizarre a feature that actually makes a title clickable and intriguing, curiosity sparking, because it challenges the assumption, which is a trait of virality?
Another thing, it just seems to
Are we recording this, Kamron?
Yes.
too hard to like quickly and easily comprehend what's trying to be said to me anyway. It's just my opinion. That's my opinion.
Okay. What about you, Tina?
I think it could be better.
We could retitle it. What number would you give it, Tina? Huh?
Not sure.
I mean, there's not really a wrong answer. It's just an evaluation. That's why we ask
I'd
you.
give it a 3.
Give it a 3? Why?
Because I think we could improve on it. But I mean, I like the 6 reasons because it gives more. It's specific. And I don't know, maybe it's because the title, like, because I've gone through a lot of that in my life. That's why.
That's why it's so low, the score?
I mean, this is like it's like a controversial kind of topic with a lot of people.
Yeah, it is.
Because they think that,
You're ready for takeoff.
because they think that you are supposed to, like, differentiate and things like that.
But wouldn't controversy make a higher number?
Yeah, you get more clicks.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'll get more engagement inside of the video too.
Yeah.
It could probably be 4.
4. Okay. Alright, what was the next one?
The hook.
Hook. What'd you guys think? What did you think about the hook, Tina?
What was the hook?
It was the first 5 seconds.
I don't exactly remember what the hook was.
Okay. Are you guys able to, like, pay attention to what the hook is in the beginning?
Yeah.
It would really help with this portion. Kamron, do you remember the hook by any chance?
I know you asked question. So
Kathy, since you're the only one who remembers the hook, what did you give it?
I gave it a 3.
Okay.
Kathy, since you remember, can you tell us what the hook was?
It wasn't as engaging. It was asking a question, but it wasn't enthusiastic. It wasn't, I gave it a 3 because there was a hook, but it wasn't. I gave it a 3.
Okay. What's the next one?
The next one is engagement.
Which I did bad at.
And the engagement, of course, is asking questions, and the call to action comments. How engaging was the content? Is the audience directly addressed? Was there use of stories or testimonies in the content? I'll let the other people answer because I definitely took notes on that one.
What about you, Tina?
Okay, I want to give that hook a 4.
Want to give that hook a 4?
Whoa!
Did you just listen to it?
Yeah.
That's good to
What's
know.
keeping it from being a 5 is that you need more enthusiasm, more eye contact, and it was kind of long.
Yeah, it was long. That's why I would dock it on 2. More enthusiasm, more eye contact. I know my eye contact is really bad in this video. And shorter. It needs a shorter hook. Doesn't need a 30-second hook. Okay.
So we should be like thinking about the hook beforehand. Does that like help?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, if there's a few points. Spirit Prophecy says you can always tell if someone was prepared, because if they preach a long time, not prepared.
Yeah.
But if they're concise, Einstein said it. If you can't explain it simply, then you don't really understand. Yeah, and Daniel 11 says they didn't understand shall instruct many. So, Kathy, what? Oh, Mom. Oh,
We're
we're on
on
engagement.
Engagement.
So, what did you think engagement, Mom?
What did I think of the engagement?
Number. What number?
If it was engaging?
How engaging was the content? Is the audience directly addressed? And was there use of stories or testimonies in the content?
To be honest with you, when you're talking, I just get a little glimpse here and a little glimpse there because I'm too busy trying to figure out what Facebook is about, what I should be typing. And I'm trying to listen to you, and then I'm like having to erase what I'm typing and, start all over, and it's too much for my mind right now to be able to do stuff.
No, I understand. That's totally understandable. You can just say pass if it's too hard. Don't want you judging something.
But the
you
parts
don't
that
remember.
I did hear sound very engaging. I heard about the woman at the well, about the woman,
Canaanite woman.
yeah, and I heard about, just little pieces here and there, and they sound good. They sound like, some of the questions I heard you were asking, and if you're presenting it, I'm pretty sure that's going to be good too. So,
Okay.
just that you included that question in there is good. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I did ask some good rhetorical questions in there.
Yeah.
What about you, Kamron? What would you evaluate the engagement on?
Engagement. That doesn't have to do with that's not how applicable what you're talking about is. That's more like engaging with the audience. Okay. I give that a 2 because I don't really recall any engagement aside from calls to action.
Okay.
Well, doesn't engaging mean how presentable
How engaging was the content?
story was that you gave? Like, if that's interesting to somebody? What does it mean when you say that?
She read it like 3 or 4 times.
How engaging was
Just
the
today.
content? Is the audience directly addressed? And was there use of stories or testimonies in the content?
Oh. Ha. Well, then I'll give that a 4.
Okay.
I gave it a 4 because
Yeah,
there was
I gave it a
stories
4
and
too.
testimonies. They were directly addressed. So I thought it was a 4.
And you
Okay.
challenge people's mentality.
Good collars up in
Okay. So I gave engagements a 4. Emotional response is the next one. And an emotional response is what emotions is being generated by this content? How strongly is this motion elicited? Thank you. Is it strong enough to make someone want to share this content? Emotional response.
All right, Tina, what number? See, you can't shake your head anymore because you're the first one.
I think we could definitely improve on it. Maybe. I wish I had all those questions in front of me because it seems like I'm forgetful.
I know I have the easiest job, but the
Maybe-
emotional response.
Maybe about a 2 or 3.
So it didn't conjure up some emotions from your past history and testimony experience?
Oh yeah. Yeah, kind of.
It's a yes or no. It kind of isn't an option.
Not. I guess maybe it's because I was focusing on writing, which like loses some of the.
Okay.
Maybe, but it's 2, 3.
What did I got a question. Do you guys want to like take turns evaluating to see the different feedback from people, or should we just have Kathy share her evaluation with me, and then and you guys could use the last half an hour of the session to finish what you're doing? I know Kamron's multitasking, which is great. I know Mom can't multitask like that. But would you rather use the last half hour evaluating, or like finishing your checklist, Mom, or finishing your checklist?
Thing is, I have to do like everything afterwards. Like after the
evaluations and everything, huh?
After the video. Like, I guess
Okay.
I still have some.
So that didn't answer my question. What would you rather do? I'm just asking your preference.
For time's sake, I would rather do this.
Okay. What about you, Mom?
Either way is okay with me.
You say that, but you haven't been doing your checklist. There's several videos that you skipped. You did like half of
What are
them.
you talking about?
You like broadcasted like half of the videos and the other half you didn't. The ones we've done recently.
Which ones did I broadcast?
The last one.
I didn't broadcast it?
No, and like the first two.
What do you mean? Broadcast it?
I
You
mean,
mean
going
put it
through
on
that
a
checklist.
timeline?
I mean, putting it on, like going through that checklist, you haven't completed those steps.
Well, because I'm learning them, Nick, and I have questions today because I still didn't finish it because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for this to get over with so we can talk about
So
it.
my question is, would you rather do that or wait for this to get over
I
with?
tell you what, I certainly can't do it by myself because I did all that I can by myself. Now I'm just waiting for you so that we could get over it. But to answer, how I feel about how the presentation went, I don't care if you ask me or not. I don't care if you just ask her or if you ask me and her. It doesn't bother me whichever way, because I'm already. But by the time I get the hang of this, I'll be done with all my work. By the time the video's over, right? So I'll be sitting here doing nothing anyway. You're going through it. I'll just sit here and listen or participate. But while I'm doing it, it's not like I can really pay attention very, very good. But maybe I get better at that. I don't know. So I'm kind of indifferent.
Yeah,
Either
part
way.
of the reason I ask is because I know you guys got things to do and don't want you to get overwhelmed. I know Kamron seems to be managing very well doing both. He's doing good. But I also don't want people just sitting around doing nothing too, especially while we're waiting for someone to think.
I like to hear how things go because I like to put my 2 cents in.
Yeah, I know you
I
do.
like to.
So you do have a preference.
That's good.
Well, you're asking me if I want to answer those questions, and I
Yeah,
don't
you-
care if I answer those questions.
You like to
or
put
not.
you do care. You like to put your 2 cents in. You like to contribute. You like to be heard. You have suggestions. You like brainstorming.
I got my 2 cents right here. I got a list waiting for you.
Yeah.
So I put my 2 cents in anyway.
What about you, Kamron? What would you prefer to do? Multitask, one or the other? Do it later?
Honestly, I would prefer to just get everything done. But yeah, I don't mind either way.
He'll get up there quicker too.
I'll be honest with you, Kamron. Your feedback is some of the most tactical, specific, and very helpful. I really appreciate your comments.
Okay. Well, here's what I can do. If we end up deciding to just focus on what we individually need to do, I can write down my feedback and get it to you afterwards.
That would work.
Or another thing we could do is do the feedback later too. We could even talk about it during lunch or something.
True, we could do that. What do you guys think about doing it during lunch?
I can do that because I took notes. I would not have been able to do that if I didn't take notes.
Right.
Because that's a couple hours later, my brain doesn't, there's other things in between.
But you are taking
But because I took notes, I can do that during lunchtime. So that will work for me.
I think I could do it during lunch too.
Would you take notes?
She has her notes.
Got a list of things to talk to you about. And you know, and today's the first time that I ever took notes while you were broadcasting. And I'm glad I did it. Because
I'm glad
I
you did it too.
have things to say to you and to
That's
other
good.
people.
Praise the Lord. Thank you, Mom. You're thinking like a leader.
Yeah.
Praise God. Alright, so I think it's better that we just work on. We'll try this out. We're just experimenting here, seeing what works best, but we'll try to see what other people are. Do what Tina wanted and Kamron preferred.
I mean, I guess I haven't really tried doing both at the same time.
What have you been doing? Oh, you haven't been trying the last 2 weeks. That's
Well, because we were
Interesting.
doing the thing, so I wasn't trying to multitask. But I mean, I could try and do it.
well, that's okay. We could just do one and then the other. Sounds good. And since you're waiting, I guess you could participate. Would it distract you if Kathy and I were talking?
I don't think so.
Okay. So which one are we on, Kathy?
We, unique perspective. I think I gave you just a minute.
No, I don't think you told me about emotional response.
Emotional response. I gave it a 4
Okay. Why?
because it did bring up my emotions. Because I'm a 4th generation Seventh-day Adventist,
Mhm.
and it hit home to
Mhm.
me. That's why the other night I started to respond. But so because of my emotional response, I gave it a 4.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a 5. You cried the 4?
You're still emotional about it.
What about you, Mom? What emotional response did you get?
Like I said, I couldn't even
Oh.
hear it.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. Okay, what is the next one? Oh, unique perspective.
Yes, I that one I took notes on too. I gave that one a 4 because of the unique perspective is there is 6 reasons not to be exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
And there's specific reasons. and maybe they are not in rebellion but ignorant.
Yeah.
That's a big aha. That's the word, aha. That's a big aha. Because not everybody's in rebellion. They just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I've never thought of that.
It really stood out to me too.
Yeah. So I gave it a 4, unique perspective.
Praise the Lord. Okay.
The next one is Christ-centered. I gave it a 5 because of the lady, that lady.
Canaanite woman.
Yeah, that was very, and the Samaritan woman. The love enough to labor with them. That is so important. That's Christ-centered.
Mm-hmm.
Love enough to labor with them.
Mm-hmm. Showing how to be like Christ.
Mm-hmm. So I gave him a 5.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. Hey, I'm getting better at centering the messages on Christ. Man, that was so convicting when I read the bloodless sacrifice of Cain. I'm just like, Lord, help me not to do that.
And the call to action, I gave that a 5. Be a Berean. Receive others. How much showing, and then receive. Be a Berean. Doesn't seem right. Receive others. R-E-C. Oh, I can't spell, so receive others. Anyway, call to action. How much you care. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
That's a call to action, and it's
Right, that's what I put. It's a call to action.
I think there's like a difference between an appeal and a call to action. Because I mean,
Mass
like,
appeal.
no, not mass appeal.
No, not a mass appeal, but
Like being a Berean is an appeal. It's not really a call to action in the sense of like we're trying to be intentional with
you're
these
saying
pieces
to
of content.
Be a Berean, though. That's what you were
Yeah,
saying.
being a Berean is an appeal to be a Berean.
Okay.
But a call to action is being intentional with our content
Appeal.
to lead them
Call to action.
to click a link, visit a website, to do
Share
something.
To clear, actionable steps.
It's not like the emphasis is not on like here's a summary or here's what you can do. It's even though those like there's like some overlap in appeals and call to action, but call to action in content creation is specifically is not how to be a better person. It's about what do we want them to do. And in this whole video, the one thing that we want people to do at the end of these videos is to go to our website and sign up for the lead magnet.
And in the call to action, you did tell them to click on like, and you did tell them to click on share.
But I jumbled them all at the end, and that's not good.
Yeah, I know.
So that it shouldn't be a 5.
Okay.
It's more like a 2 or a 3. That's what I would rate it. I bombed the call to action.
All right. And then the mass appeal is the last one. I didn't take notes on the mass appeal. Will this content be attractive to a new audience? Will people unfamiliar with our ministry enjoy this content? Will people who are outside of the niche enjoy the content?
I was trying to avoid like strong shop talk and watchwords that people don't fully get it.
I was thinking about like sharing the whole time.
Sharing the whole time? Huh?
Sharon. You know,
Sharon. I was thinking of Sharon too. I was talking to Sharon.
Sharing the whole time.
Yeah, that's what it
that's
sounded
what I
like.
heard.
Okay, so Sharon.
I was talking to Sharon Gaston.
Okay.
So I was thinking like, what would she think? And then when I talked about the Catholic Church, I thought of Sharon too because she loves the Catholic Church. And I'm just like, well, he was coming out of error.
Yeah, I think it was very, very well said without, like you weren't specifically talking to Seventh-day Adventists. You didn't really.
I wonder if a conference-minded Adventist heard that, they would think that I'm an offshoot. And I wonder if a like evangelical Christian would hear that, would think that like I'm like a cult or something, or part of a cult or something like that. I just wonder what
Other people would think.
their response would be. I mean, I don't really care as much as like it's still true everything that was shared, but I just wonder what kind of response would that give. It'd be good to be aware of what words are triggered which ideas. But it's all good. Jesus studied the faces of the people, and I just wish that there was a live audience that I could like study their faces and see at what points did they light up. Alright, mass appeal. Okay, cool. I would give myself a 3 for eye contact.
3 for eye contact, okay.
That's my assessment. He said I need more enthusiasm for the hook.
Yes, especially for the hook, because
Alright.
that is going to be whether they stay and listen to the 6 points or if they're going to click off.
So true. That's where the majority of people leave.
So the enthusiasm is so vital in the beginning.
Who joined, Mom?
I don't know who they are.
Can you welcome people as they join?
I was going to ask you if I should do that.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Talk to them while they're in the video. Want to engage
But
with
I
them?
should do that as a...
The Army of Youth.
right?
Mhm. Yeah. Because it would look weird under me while I'm talking to him.
Yeah, right.
Alright, good.
He's multitasking.
So we got that. Oh, the mass appeal? What do you all think about the mass appeal? Or what do you think, Mom? Oh, you didn't really listen to it?
Yeah, I didn't really listen to it.
Alright then. Looks like we got an evaluation. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate it.
I think that with the mass appeal, that because it wasn't targeted at one particular, and like you said, some people might think one thing another, but I do believe they'd be more apt to hit share because I think it's showing an open mind,
Mm-hmm.
an open-mindedness. So I think it appeals to more people because of that.
Yeah.
Not in a niche.
Yeah, just speaking to the niche. We want to convert people to our niche. And especially when starting a YouTube channel, it's even more important to have a mass appeal. That's what Jump Cut Course said. Alright, cool. Well, thank you.
Titled there. These are the notes, because I'm going to be gone at 1 o'clock. Before starting that, we need to turn down the heater, close the hallway door, and silence our phones.
Okay.
Those are things. And then the other things are just the corrections.
Okay, great.
So I don't write on these unless
Yeah.
it's something that we need to.
Yeah,
so
that's
that doesn't
good.
even appeal.
Okay, great.
Okay.
We're gonna get
Alright.
better and better at this as we go. Do you think you can share the video before you leave, since we have a little bit of time left?
Share the video.
Yeah, from your phone or something.
Yeah, I can do that. I know I'm a day or two behind myself in sharing, because I shared one on Sabbath, but I don't think I shared one yesterday. But I could share today's, and then just go back and share some of the other ones that I haven't shared yet, because I want to share every day.
That sounds good. Mom, you had what were you wanting to ask? You want to pull it up?
My questions?
Yeah.
Right here. I need to do that, put that on there.
I'm not reading your screen.
Gwen fell last night and hit the window.
Oh, the window.
Yeah,
Oh man.
it's got a goose egg, but she didn't say she broke the window.
I'm glad she didn't hit out of the window, it would be
Yeah.
bad. So you don't have anything for me, Mom?
Yes, I do.
Because I'm ready for you right now.
Yes, I do.
Otherwise, I'm gonna get to work.
Well, you just have to wait until I get done here.
What are you getting done?
I'm sending it to you since you don't want to read it here and you read it there.
Do you want? Are you wanting to talk to me about it?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Well,
I don't understand your notes, Mom.
yeah.
You don't take notes in complete.
You want me to,
Kamron, can you like copy and paste like a call to action that's like, do you want something where it's like, make your devotions, would you like to learn 4 secrets to make your devotions irresistibly interesting, and then have a link in addition to that. And then,
In addition to this?
yeah.
he's trying to get a hold of us.
Yeah, I know. But Daryl? But
No.
Daniel? Oh yeah, I know he is.
Okay, so anyway, I'm not sure what it
4
means
secrets
to
to make
tag
your
somebody.
devotions. To tag
I was
someone.
trying to tag somebody and their name won't come up.
Can you show me what the checklist and on here? Like you can use that, but I want to see it on the checklist. So we got to update.
Um,
Tina, what verse are you looking for? Or what concept? I might be able to help you. Did you exit out of it? Mom, stop doing that. What are you doing over here?
I was gonna open up the.
Why didn't you
Notion.
use Notion? Notion should already be open. Did you exit out of it?
I don't know.
Notion isn't something you open up on Chrome then.
How do you share it? Share it. On Facebook.
Can you put this on the left and then just have yours set up the way that you had it before? Keep going.
Let me see. Let me look at my notes.
Oh, you spelled devotions wrong.
What?
Devotions on
This is it. That's the last one, yes. Just press share.
Am I supposed to do this?
No, scroll down to your checklist, Mom.
Well,
Is there a way that we can create a file that we can copy and paste the description? At least like some basic stuff? Or have it preset where it's automatically there?
The truth loses nothing through close examination.
Yeah.
did you say to add
That's a
hook,
Scooter Preps quote.
to add a hook to the list of things to do?
Add what?
Hook to the list of things to do?
No, I didn't say that. What did you say that? So on my account, you didn't understand what reacting loud to the video meant?
Does that just mean to click a wow button?
You know how you do the heart?
Yeah.
I do a wow. I don't use the like and I rarely use the heart.
Okay.
I just wow everything.
Wow.
I probably do thousands of wows in a year.
Yep.
It's my,
Your go-to favorite.
yeah, that's what I do.
Did that. Nobody's posted any questions. I had I was writing wrong information on that.
What wrong information?
I was thinking that if somebody,
You
you
do
were
the app.
talking to
Is
somebody
that
and then somebody
ACP?
came and interrupted, and how
App.
do you get that much
ACP.
traffic?
How do you spell app?
App.
That's
APP.
because the
APP. Thank you.
title, I didn't understand the title.
How?
Everyone shares the video on their timeline. What do you mean by that? To remind people every day or something?
No, I want you to remind us in the next session.
Okay. And I wasn't sure what the presenters wall means. Is that the Army of Youth or is that you? Because you're presenting the video.
It's me.
And that's your timeline, right? The wall is your timeline?
Yeah. See, that's the type of thing that we need to update on here, on the template. You need to make a note to update that. Do you have a list
I have
of?
it right here.
You have a list of everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what it means to tag somebody. Do I put a comment with it when?
Go to my timeline. And you shared it?
Is this your timeline here?
No, get out of home. Never press home. Facebook is not your home.
Is this your timeline?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are some myths you believe?
Yeah.
Why'd you type that?
Because I didn't know what I thought it was about.
Oh.
Yeah. I messed up on it.
So tag someone.
So this is what I do. Let's say I
No,
was
no, no,
tagging.
no, no. This is Army of Youth cannot tag any of my friends.
Oh, no.
Nope.
So then I go like that. And then you write it like a question or a statement, right? Huh?
It's from like the who do you know list.
Right. And, I forgot what the conversation was about.
Maybe you shouldn't tag. Let me tag people.
Okay. All right. But aren't I supposed to tag on mine too?
Yeah.
So how do let's go to mine and tag them because I was trying to do it. It seemed like I did it the other day, but today I wouldn't.
Wait. You already have it open. Don't be open a bunch of windows. You need to exit out of Windows.
Oh, thanks. Okay. So let's say. I was trying to do something. Let's see. Let's say I'm gonna send it to Diana.
Do you guys want to stop recording?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.